Omaha's news leader, chronicling the stories and people making a difference in our community. This is KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rob McCartney. Well, it's back to school season. This month we've been addressing issues surrounding your children heading to class. Today we're talking mental health and how to keep your kids safe. And joining me this morning is Joe Nelson, mental health therapist with CHI. Joe, thanks so much for being here today. I want to ask you first off, is there a common mental health issue facing kids as they go back to school?
The most common ones currently are anxiety disorders, which have really almost exploded within our schools.
Really?
Major depressive disorder is also something very common that some children, teenagers, they experience at the onset for the first time.
Right. So why is anxiety exploded, you suppose? Why has it gotten so big?
I'm not sure on that one. It could be related to COVID, a lot of other issues as well.
Oh, sure.
But there has been a drastic increase in the amount of anxiety disorders, social anxiety disorders, kids having anxiety and panic attacks for the first time.
All right. So if you're a parent and you have a kid in school and you think maybe they're getting anxious or they have anxiety or major depressive disorder, what should they be looking for? What should a parent be looking for? Are there warning signs?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Parents are the experts for their kids, and you have to listen to your gut. If your kid is something's off with them and they are not their best self, if they're not looking like, sounding like, or talking like your child, listen to your gut. Take them in to their primary care doctor to be seen, or to a mental health professional, and focus on instead of focusing on why your child is not their best self, focus on how they can get back to being their best self.
Is there? You work with kids and families, right?
Yes, sir.
All the time. So if someone comes in, what does a parent say to you normally? Little Johnny or little Sally, whoever, they've got issues. What are some of the things that they say that they notice?
One of the first things they notice is that their kids are more irritable, they're more argumentative, they're having emotional outbursts, and parents, they internalize that, and they oftentimes express feeling hurt. They think their kids don't like them, that they don't respect them, and they don't understand where it's coming from. And so they're disillusioned and afraid, and they're searching for what happened to their kids, why that happened. And a lot of times they feel guilty too.
Why is that? Why would a parent feel guilty? I mean, did they just think they raised them incorrectly or something?
They feel guilty because every parent inherently feels a pressure to protect their kids from harm. And mental illness is an invisible ailment that regardless of how hard parents try, they can't protect their kids. And that's scary for parents.
So what should a parent do? When should they, how do they approach their child? When should the parent actually say something? Right away when they, as you say, trust their gut? And if they do approach their child, what should they say to their child?
Yes, okay. When you see a pattern of your child that not acting like themselves, not being their best selves, you want to address that with them. You want to avoid blaming them. You want to focus just on what you're observing. You want to speak to the pattern of it, and then you also want to speak to how it could affect their relationships with the family and other people when they're not their best self.
Can you give me an example of what, like, a conversation a dad could have to their kid?
Yes, sir. Yeah. A dad could have a conversation with their kid, just asking why did you get so mad when I asked you to clean your room, or asking where are these emotional outbursts coming from, and they can come from a supportive position, just to say, something seems off. You don't seem like yourself lately. What's going on?
Right.
Is everything okay? All things that they can ask their child.
So is there a time, or do you suggest to parents when they seek professional help? If they're already talking to you, obviously, they're seeking some kind of help, but is there some kind of, Are there a series of events, or does something have to happen over time, or does something major have to happen before you say, hey, maybe we should go see someone who's a professional?
Yeah, don't want to look for warning signs, in particular, drastic changes in personality, missing a lot of school, drastic changes in like eating habits or behaviors. If you're seeing verbal aggression and emotional outbursts, that could be a reason to go in. Or if your child is showing signs of potentially struggling with substance addiction or showing concerning signs like that. All important kind of warning signs to consider and seek a mental health professional.
So basically, when they may be doing self-harm or harming others, right? When it's like whether physically or mentally kind of thing.
Parents want to before their child gets to that point, they want to recognize the warning signs,
right.
And they want to engage their kids because their kids. They have the words to tell their parents about what's going on. They don't know how to tell them. And
you're right, yeah. What about cyberbullying? I mean, cyberbullying, we hear that quite a bit. I mean, any advice for parents about that?
Yeah, I think for cyberbullying, parents, there's a huge need to get educated about the challenges that kids and teenagers are facing. And cyberbullying is more sophisticated than it's ever been. There's probably types of it that parents have never heard of. For example, flaming and like outing and different things that they may know nothing about.
Right.
And so that's incredibly important as well. Transparency is important, having safeguards in place to protect their kids and protect their family, and that there's transparency because it's too easy for someone to be victimized just from the click of a mouse or the stroke of a keyboard. And there has to be safeguards in place.
Yeah, and parents have to be pretty proactive about, being the parent, as if you want to say it, being willing to say, hey, I'm gonna look at what you're posting online or what someone's posting about you, right?
Yeah, most of the parents I encounter, they want to do more. They worry about their kids. They don't know where to start, and they feel overwhelmed. They don't know where to start, but it's always better to have the conversation too soon than too late. Don't wait until it's too late.
Excellent point. Joe, hey, I appreciate you coming in. Great advice, and hopefully, parents will learn something from this and it'll help them. Appreciate it. Thanks. Well, after the break, what should you know if your child falls victim to cyberbullying or digital harassment, for example? We're going to hear from more experts trying to make sure your kids are protected. You're watching KETV News Watch 7's Chronicle.